Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer prefers to thoroughly test a product before sharing an opinion, and while this router has performed well so far, a key issue was discovered regarding its network storage capabilities. The device features a USB port for sharing an external drive, which is a fantastic idea in theory. However, this client quickly realized a significant limitation in the supported file formats. While the router works with NTFS and FAT32, it unfortunately does not support exFAT, which has become the modern standard for portable storage. Our reviewer explains why this is a critical oversight for many users. NTFS is primarily a Windows format and can be problematic for Mac users, while the older FAT32 format can't handle individual files larger than 4 GB, making it impractical for things like high-definition movies or large backups. Since many new USB drives come pre-formatted with the universally compatible exFAT system, they simply won't work with this router out of the box. Only solution is to reformat the drive, a process that erases all its data and may be intimidating for the average person. Despite this frustrating flaw, the router excels at its main job. This client notes that its signal strength and Wi-Fi speeds are a clear improvement over their previous model, and the connection has been impressively stable with no dropped devices. The web administration panel is functional, offering enough controls in its advanced mode for most household needs. In the end, while the core Wi-Fi performance is solid, the failure to support a current standard for its USB feature keeps this router from being truly great and makes this client a bit wary of the brand's attention to modern user needs.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer, a senior citizen with limited computer experience, recently decided to upgrade a decade-old router with a newer version of a similar model. The initial setup proved to be a bit of a challenge due to some confusing terminology in the installation guide. Unsure how to proceed, this client reached out to the support team for clarification. The customer service experience was a definite high point. Our reviewer found the team to be incredibly responsive via chat and email, always replying within a few hours. While there was some initial difficulty in communicating the technical issue, the support staff remained patient and persistent in trying to help solve the problem. The main hurdle, however, was a discrepancy between the setup instructions and the realities of a modern operating system. After completing the quick installation process, a message indicated the internet was ready for use. While a connection was established, it was unstable and kept dropping. The client eventually discovered that the instructions didn't sufficiently emphasize the final, crucial step: navigating through the operating system's redesigned network settings to manually select and connect to the new, secure network created by this Wi-Fi device. Once that final step was figured out, the product's performance has been excellent. Our reviewer notes that internet speeds now seem to be even faster than what their service plan promises. There is still a tiny bit of buffering on certain websites, and a lack of manual channel selection means trusting the device's automatic optimization, but these are minor issues. Despite the frustrating setup process, the combination of a high-performing router and an exceptionally patient support team made the overall experience a very positive one.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer was a little hesitant to upgrade their old router, a relic from 15 years ago. It was familiar even if it wasn't the fastest. The thought of setting up a new one was honestly intimidating, based on past experiences. However, when the old one finally gave up the ghost, they had no choice but to find a replacement. A reviewer picked up this wireless router, and initially the experience was less than stellar. Constant drops, unstable connections, the whole 9 yards. After a couple of weeks filled with intense frustration, they realized the issues were actually self-inflicted. Turns out using the ancient Ethernet cable from the old router was a terrible idea. Swapping it out helped for a day, but the problems came back. Then they realized they were also still using the old power adapter. Once they switched to the brand new adapter that came with this router, the constant disconnects finally stopped. Even after sorting out the connectivity issues, this client still had problems getting their printer to work wirelessly. After a bit more fiddling and another printer driver reinstallation, everything was finally working as it should. The takeaway: when the instructions say to use new cables and adapters, listen. Our reviewer had been on the verge of renting a router from their cable company, but thankfully persevered. The final result is that they're now getting the internet speed they pay for, and everything seems stable. It wasn't the smoothest start, but ultimately, this wireless router is performing well.
That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let's chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.